All right, time for some more mini rogue here. This time we're going to take the Crusader in. Let's take a look at the Crusader here. So the Crusader is blue. I don't know why the mage isn't yellow, right? So take a look at that. Now take a look at this. Witch, yellow symbol, yellow background. I don't know why mage, yellow symbol, blue background, but that's just the way it is, and it's going to drive me nuts. So Crusader here, we have stun, right, as a combat ability. This is awesome, and so I thought about this. I played these in the order of what I thought might be the easiest character, and I think I might be right, and it's kind of just leaning heavily on the combat skills, right? So I said, okay, look at the mage here can just drop a potion ability whenever they want to, right? And then the mage just rocks. The rogue being able to do double damage is pretty good because you can re-roll, really bad rolls if you have to. I had no trouble beating the base game of mini rogue here with the rogue. And now we're going to try the Crusader. Now what's funny is I had previously tried the Crusader, and after I tried the Priestess, it got just walloped. And of course, I just play a practice game here over Thanksgiving. If you're watching this whenever this comes out, it was Thanksgiving weekend last week, so let's hope for everybody's sake that people are back to work, family has gone back home, all that good stuff. And I absolutely walloped the dungeon with a particularly good run with the Crusader, which nobody got to see because there was no video for it. I was just sitting here screwing around by myself, and I was like, man, of all the times to not have the cameras and stuff going, I didn't plan to actually win. I was just going to kind of play for fun here, just for myself, and just to kind of get some practice, so that when the actual day comes to record, like today, I don't get completely thwomped. Although I'm starting to think, and maybe it's just my imagination here, I'm starting to think that perhaps this game is not super hard. Perhaps it is not super hard once you come to the realization. And I've changed my sleeves to dragon sleeves, clear matte. These are so much better. These I just left as regular sleeves. You're not shuffling these like lore cards, your dudes, but these 20 cards, plus the 6 or 7 or whatever are in the Damnation expansion. I think you want to put some better sleeves on it because you're shuffling those 20, 26, 27, whatever it is, cards 10 times per game versus, these once per game. So I think that it's definitely worth it. So maybe I'll shut up and actually get to the game here. So we're starting out with a trap here, okay? So let's get everybody reacclimated to the game here. So here's our trap. We have to roll a white die. We only get one. The black die tells us what bad news is going to happen. And we have a pass on a 2, gives us 1 experience point. I can dig that. I like it. I like it. All right, so there's also supposed to be, and I'm going to talk out of turn here because I am not exactly up on the community for Mini Rogue and what's going on with it or anything, but I believe that they're going to launch another Kickstarter real soon, like in 4 months, like March 2024, to add some expansions, and they really haven't said too much beyond that. Oh, you know what? I kind of skipped over it here a little bit. The Crusader is going to start with a 10 hit points, 1 armor, 1 armor, not 0 armor, and 4 food, which is fantastic. Now, stun, apply twice the value of our shield as damage, and then shield is raise the block value of all players by 1 for the next door only. So that's great and all, but I love the idea of stun. That's my favorite move, is like shield bash in any game. That's what I'm doing. So that's what I want to do here. So we need to get our defense up to 4 as soon as possible. Now, if I go here, there's a good chance, if I go to this tomb, there's a good chance that I'm going to run into gaining food I can't store, losing food I don't want to lose, or fighting a ghost, which I'm not so sure I want to do that either on round 1 here. I guess better on floor 1 than any other floor, huh? Or we get our friend the crow, and I like the idea of taking the crow. I'll pay the 1 food, and I'll take the crow just to get it out of the way. It reduces my pool to 19 cards, right? So we'll take the crow out. It does cost a food, though. However, the only thing that I would replace it with, of course, would be the armory, which I like even more. But the crow is just kind of one of those, like, pay for food now, and it'll get you out of a tight situation later with the, here, let me show you here. The air draft ability is amazing. Overview, I'm not so sure yet on that one, and I think that's mainly, I don't know how it works, but air draft is incredible. You can just wipe something off the map. So that's pretty awesome. So let's see here. Now, we have 0 gold. Let's go ahead and come down to the empty shelter. Now, I love this card because generally good things happen. So let's see what happens here. We have a fail on a 2. So a 2 is a fighter shelter. Still all good. We already have 10 hit points, so we didn't go up, but we can gain 2 experience or a poison or a fire potion. So those are all okay as well. Now, I like the idea. Gosh, you know what? I can't fight it. I can't fight it. As much as I want to be able to do the potions, just because they do big damage, I can't give up the experience because an extra die is huge in this game. Uh-oh, now we've fallen into a trap here, which we can only... Oh no, it's lose experience or gain some money. Come on, pass. Oh, we failed horribly. We're going to lose 1 experience point. That's terrible. Yikes, on a 4. Okay, well, we're down to the next floor here. We have to go ahead and pay 1 food. We flip our guy over, and then we go reset. And this is why... Ooh, treasure. This is why we need to have these dragon shields here on these. These need to be really sleeved up well. And gosh, I love these. They shuffle so almost too nicely. Like, they're a little slippery, but they're brand new. I haven't played with them yet, so they are very nice. I'm a big sleeve guy, in case you haven't noticed. I like to sleeve everything here. Okay, so let's see here. So now we're going to move on down to Area 2 in the sewers. We're going to reveal the first boss. We have the Cursed Dragon, okay? Oh, that's not the button. My buttons are all messed up now that I added the expansion information here. Okay, so we have the Cursed Dragon, and our starting room is a bonfire. I like it. Okay, well, do we take the food... or do we take the hit points or the lost experience? I say we take the food. Let's keep our food nice and high just so we don't lose experience for that. A monster. Now, we're still on floor number 1. This guy attacks through my armor, so that's no good. This guy can gain us armor, the trap. So let's just roll in the trap. We need a pass, and a 3 or a 4 would be nice, right? Here's what that card looks like. Let's get a pass on a 3 or a 4. Ha ha! I love it. I love it. Okay, so we got a pass on a 3, which is +1 shield. Heck yeah. Look at that. We're already up to 4 damage now, and we're going to need it because we're coming up against the dragon here in just a minute. There we go. There's some experience, and this is not good for me. So let's come down and fight this dude. Right, we're going to go ahead and we're going to fight the monster on... We are still on floor 1, so it's a giant spider. He has, what, 6 hit points? Now, we're not going to bash him because we're going to save our stun, rather. I'm sorry. Stun for the Cursed Dragon here, right? We're just going to go ahead and just kind of deal with this guy's pain. He's going to hit me for 2 if he hits me, so let's see what happens. So he's going to hit... I'm going to hit for 4, which is nice. Boom, knock him down to 2, but he is going to hit me for 0 because I have 2 armor. All right, so I have to remember that. I have armor. This is my little token to remember. So now it's my turn again. And here we have him. And this is, I was going to say this is like a freebie, but no, he's going to wreck me. Oh, you got cocky and look what happened. So he's going to actually hit me for 2 damage right through my armor, and I whiff. I can't believe it. Wow. Well, you know what? That might be a good one to spend 2 hit points on just to re-roll. Let's do that instead because... I have a good chance of killing him. It doesn't matter, right? Because basically I can spend 2 hit points and re-roll my die. However, let's just stick with what we've got here. There we go. So we're going to kill him with 3 because I could have rolled, you know, a 1 again and failed miserably. So we killed him this time. We are going to go ahead and gain 1 whole experience point. And that's all right. We can get our health back later. We'll find a way. Here's a merchant. Ooh, I wish I had 5 gold somehow. And a tomb. Now, the tomb seems... God, yeah, we have 0 gold and I don't have a potion to sell, and I'm sure not going to sell my armor. So I guess we come down to the tomb and we just roll for it and we see what happens here. Come on, I need to have that shield slam thing. Oh yes, we passed and we got a 5 passes, a rat swarm. So now we have to make a call here. Do we take the Codex +1 or do we fight the ghost? Fighting the ghost, it has 10 hit points, but it does gain us 2 experience points. Right, or do we just take the 1 for free? I think we're going to err on the side of caution this time and just take the 1 experience point for saying we got a 4, the Codex. Off to fight the Cursed Dragon now. So there's this jerk who has 12 hit points now. Oh boy. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is shield slam, right? Bam, stun him, right? I keep forgetting the name of this thing because it's shield slam as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what this stun is. Apply twice the value. So we're going to do 4 damage right out of the gate. So he's down. He's going to start the game with 8 hit points. Start the fight with 8 hit points. We're flipped over now. We can't do anything. And we just have to go for it and roll. But remember, we do have shield of 2. He can curse us if he hits. There's no way I'm coming out of this not cursed. Okay, so, oh god, that was the worst case scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and do 4 damage, dropping him to 4. It's a dragon, I have no idea. It's going to go right through my armor, bang, hit me for 2, and curse us. So that was awful, actually. So let's go ahead and go to round 2. And not only are we cursed, but we only hit for 2 because of the curse. 1, 2. Dang, all right. And then it hits again for 2 damage. No, this time it hits for 0 damage because I have 2 armor and it's not armor piercing. It didn't roll a 6. So my turn again. So that's how I think that might be the first real curse I've had, right? It just lowers all of my white die by 1. And this time it does not, but 2 is enough to kill. We've killed the cursed dragon, which is fantastic. And we are going to go ahead and gain 2 experience points, which gives us another white die. Unfortunately, we are still cursed, and we get to roll on the treasure table. Black die only, according to the thing up there. Do we have a graphic here somewhere? Yeah, right, so roll the dungeon die only. This game did, I have to admit, took a little bit of figuring out, but it's not like the rules aren't all in the book there somewhere. Do I take the 2 experience or the 1 fire potion? Oh my goodness, I think we take the 2. Oh man, no, let's take the fire potion. Let's take the fire potion. Dang. Okay. Oh, and 2 gold for killing that guy, or for that. Okay, so we've done it. We're going to spend a food. We're going to flip this over. We're going to jump down to floor number 2, and we now have a dead, cursed dragon. Excellent. This game wound up being way more fun than you would think that like 20 cards could possibly be. It is a blast. It really is. It plays quickly. My concern with it is that, I mean, I wouldn't say, gosh, it's one of those things where, you don't want to say that it's like easy just because you've been lucky, once or twice, right? It's not that it's easy. It's that it is not crushingly difficult, which is a breath of fresh air. Because I feel like a lot of games I play are just literally designed around, let's just, like, and this comes from playing co-ops a lot and solo games, where it's just like, okay, it's, you versus the game, and the game gets all the advantages in the world, and it is crushingly difficult, it feels like, all the time, and it gets kind of old. Ooh, you know what? I'm okay starting with this bonfire as opposed to starting with traps. We'll just keep this up. I like that. Now the question is, what do we do? Let's go ahead and take some food, I think, just because food is hard to find, even though I need some hit points. Let's go ahead and take the food. We have the hermit and a trap. Now I finally learned how the hermit works. We're going to come down here, and we can go ahead and do the swap two cards, right? So we can swap this card with whatever that card's going to be. Ta-da! Now look, we come back here, and we can take another food, but I'm going to take, I think, 2 hit points, and I'm just curious now, what did we give up? Ah, a trap. All right, ooh, treasure. Now we only have 2 gold. Coming down here, we could decurse ourselves for the cost of 2 gold. You know what? That actually might kind of be worth it. That actually might be kind of worth it. Here we get a single gold and a possibility of something. Let's come down here. We'll pay the 2 gold. And I don't think I've used this before. So there it is. There's a little symbol under 2 gold. It is blessing, cure, poison, curse, and blindness. It's all of the things, right? So that's nice. We are good to go because I don't want to get messed up here any minute now. So we're going to go back here. We have -1 food. And we flip ourselves back over. We're going to go down to the boss area. So, ooh, look at that. We missed another trap. Good deal. And our boss this time, is my least favorite boss. I hate this guy so much. And it's only because he does the weakness thing, right? He does the lose experience points things. Oh, and he doesn't care about my armor. He'll just fight me right through it and make me lose experience no matter what. So the question is can I do 20 points of damage in 1 round? Absolutely not. However, we can probably do 11 points of damage right off the bat, and then maybe get him down in 2 rounds if we roll well enough, because we can do a shield stun, the stun ability, and then we do have a fire potion that we took, so that is a possibility as well. So maybe we do stand a chance. Hey, didn't I say I didn't want any more traps to start? That's no good. All right, at least we're not cursed, right? All right, what do we got? We got a pass. We're good. All right, so a pass is on a 5. We gain a potion of perception. That's fair enough, I guess. Okay. All right, what do we have? Ooh, I love it. The bonfire again. Ooh, or the shelter. You know what? The shelter is generally going to be the better one, I think. Okay. First of all, we get up to 10 hit points out of it, and then we get to roll, and we have a success on a 1, and I love the 1 because it gives us a poison, a fire, or 2 experience. I'm going to take the 2 experience because we're about to lose some, and I really want to push to get up to 18. Okay, let's see here. So what do we have here now? The hunter. We have 0 food, 0 money, and none of that I'm willing to sell. If we go here and fight this guy, I think I'm willing to do that. He has 9 hit points because we're on the 2nd floor now. And let's see here. He's worth 2 experience, but he's going to hit us for 2. So let's go ahead and just see how bad we can... He's going to miss. I love that about the combat, by the way. You know, at first I thought there was something wrong, and I read through the combat over and over and over, and it even came up in the comments on one of the other videos for Mini Rogue of, you know, should I not be rolling them together? But if we look at number 1, simultaneously roll the dice pool. All of your available character dice, that's the white ones, the dungeon die, that's the black one, and then the poison and curse if need be, right? So this is great. I love it because we know now that we're going to do 6 points of damage right off the bat. Wham! Bringing him down to 3 hit points. He's going to whiff, right? Because again, if we look here, monster attack phase, we go to, if the monster still has HP left, consult the dungeon die to determine the success of the monster's attack. He missed. I take no damage, and we knew it ahead of time. I love that. Without that, I'm not so sure what to think about that. It seems like it'd be way more difficult. And so we did 5 damage, and we killed him before he could even hit me. I lucked out. So we're going to go ahead and take 2 more experience points. We're up to 10. We need to get to 18 for our 3rd die, remember. So we're going to move over here now. Dang it. This is that trap that curses me all the time. So, I'm sorry. I don't think I put a single one of these up on the screen. Not that at this point we don't probably know what they are. We passed. That's probably good. Twice on a 1, so a success. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so a pass on a 1 on this one. That's too bad. What is on my card? Is it on the card? That's too bad that we don't have... It is. There's... You know what? There's a little bit of stuff that's on that card and a little bit of stuff that's on my board. Oh, I think I have the clean board now. I don't know what it is. Just like shipping material or something got rubbed off on it. I don't know. Not shipping. Manufacturing. Like rubber... So anyway, do I take a poison potion? So we can get rid of a fire or a perception potion, or just like ignore it altogether, I suppose. I guess I want the poison over the perception. I know that's going to bite me in the butt here in a minute, but I think using, and again, in the combat, you don't deal with your potion until step 7. You may now use any one potion available, right? So you have an idea of if you're going to get hit and how much damage you've done. So we're up against the boss, so I'm going to go ahead and flip my shield thing here to do 4 damage right off the bat. So that's going to start this guy off at 16 instead of 20. All right, this is the ghoul, right? So we're on floor 2, 20 hit points. They're going to hit me. They're armor piercing, all the nasty stuff. So we're going to see what we need to try to do here is 9 points of damage. So I need a 6 and a 3. Let's see. How about an 11? Oh, okay. That's real good. That's real good. Now we have to make the hard call, right? So it has 16 hit points. Now we can re-roll that 6 and risk it. If we roll an X, it becomes a 0. If we roll anything else, it's more damage. Or we apply 11 damage to the 16 hit points that it has left, and we use the fire potion to just one round this guy, because I really don't want to get hit by this guy. So let's do this. Let's risk it. Okay, so we've got the 6. Let's put it out there and let's risk it. A 2. Okay, so that's what, 8 plus 5 is going to be 13. Okay, so we're going to do 13 and bring him down to 3 hit points. If we hit him, he's going to hit me, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to go ahead and burn my poison potion, I think, just to go ahead and do 4 more points of damage, bringing it to 0. So we've gone ahead and we have one-rounded the ghoul, which is going to get us now 4 experience, which is pretty awesome, right? Floor 2. 4 experience goes from 10 to 14, so we're 4 experience away from that other die, and we get to get 2 gold pieces and roll again here on the beloved rewards chart. Oh, this one's black die only. All right, let's see. Come on, we got a 3. What is a 3? A 3 is, oh my gosh, 2 more experience or poison again. Ooh, so that is a tough call, right? Because we need potions, and they're not easy to get. Let's go ahead and take the poison potion that we just blew, right? Because those 2 potions might be the only potions we have for the rest of the game. We can probably always get some more experience. Probably. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, and we move down. Did I spend a food? I don't think I did. We spend a food. We flip ourselves over. We move down. Come on, Crusader. Running through that dungeon with armor clinking and clanking all over the place. I love it. I'm coming for you, Og's remains. We got this. And we still have the crow in our back pocket. We haven't seen the armory yet. We have not seen the armory yet. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We have... This is area 5, so this is our halfway point, right? We're going to start with a tomb, and the tomb looks like this. So what have we got here? What have we got? Now I do... all right, so this is all the dice. Everything. Let's roll them all. Let's see what happens here. We failed on a 1. So this is the tomb. What's a 1? It's a holy potion. So I guess, we can take that or ignore it, I guess. You know what? I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to get rid of the poison and keep the fire and switch to the holy potion, I think. The reason being... I like that extra damage, but you know what? We were lucky we were able to spend our 2 gold to heal ourselves to get a blessing at the shop, and that might not happen again if we wind up in a bad situation. So, oh, look at that. There's my bonfire. I can't believe we've been subsisting on 10 hit points here. I'd love to get more than that, but man alive, I'm going to take that food again because we need it. So there's a trap. Whoa. And the hermit, oh, I love it. If we take the hermit, we can swap the bonfire with whatever this is, and I'm going to look just for fun. It's the mimic treasure. Okay, so now if we come down to the bonfire again, what do we do? Do we take another food and just kind of get it over with? I think so. How funny. Because we're going to go here and spend said food, flip ourselves over, go down to area 6. I don't want to be taking damage if I don't have to, right? And losing damage because of not eating is terrible. I can't believe it. No combat, nothing. That was kind of an easy little run here thanks to the hermit. They really make the floors, the areas, I want to call them floors, but they're areas, short. When I can swap in something awesome. I'd hate to swap in something garbage, although we could use the crow. Yeah, we could really make that good. All right, so let's see here. What have we to start? It better not be a trap. The merchant, and I only have $2. So there's the guy to bless me again. I could use the 2 gold, and I could buy myself... Dang. Oh, you know what I think we're going to do? Okay, so this is not my favorite idea. But I think we have 2 gold. If I sell the holy potion for 3 gold, we now have 5. And then I turn the 5 into 1 more armor, giving us 3. We still need 1 more armor. And we still need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 2 more food. So that's my goal, right? That's how that's how I work through these dungeons in this game, right? Is what do I need? Oh, look at that. And I'm gonna go and take the food, right? Because once I max out on food, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 food to end it, right? Okay, so then we're gonna go here, and then I don't have to worry about food anymore. Ooh, the armory. This guy's a jerk because I don't have my holy potion anymore, and he could curse me, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want to get cursed now. I still need 4 experience points, though. Let's go ahead and do this. If we burn the crow to swap out this monster, it might be better than the armory, and I doubt it, and we're just going to risk it. So let's just see what we got. A tomb, not better than the armory. We're going to go to the armory and try to get it. So I need a 6 on black and a 5 or 6 on one of the 2 whites, please. No, I failed miserably and did not get the armory. What a bummer, man. Empty shelter. It's going to bump us to 10 hit points, and we get to roll here. We get a plus or minus 1. I know this one's a bit of a weird card to read, so it takes you to 10 hit points if you have less than 10. We're at 10 thanks to it 2 turns ago or whatever. And then we roll our white dice, and on success we get a plus or minus 1. That is not 1 per success. That's just if we succeed on either die or any die, we get a plus or minus 1. So we did succeed, and we roll a 1 on the black. Oh, I think I like that though, right? Because that's always the best one, right? That's, yeah. So the 1 is the fighter's shelter. So we get a fire potion. No, we have 1. So we can take a poison or 2 experience. We're getting a little bit too close to the boss and not have 3 dice yet. I'm going to take the 2 experience. We need to come up with 2 more somehow. We're going to go here, burn our food, flip over, and we're going to go to the boss area now. And the boss is going to be the King's Protector. So that means we didn't see who? The Spider Queen, huh? Okay, she took the day off after that beating we gave her last time, so... All right, King's Protector, huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. This guy's armor piercing, too, of course. Right. Dang it. Like, no matter what. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. Let's see here. So, and if I fail to mention this, and I very well may have, that or I've mentioned it like this will be the third time now, there's a whole campaign mode in the back of the manual for this thing. And on the reverse side of the dungeon here is a tower you can climb. And it's, I believe, for solo only. Like, I don't think you can play, like, co-op for the thing. Oh, what am I doing? The tower, the campaign. Okay, so here we are on the corridor. All right, sorry, my brain shorted out there for a second. All right, what do we got here? So a plus or minus, if we get it, we can get some food. I would love to see one more food. What do we got here? We got a success on a 3. What can I say? We're going to get some food. Perfect. That's all we need, right? 1, 2, 3 food. Okay, so we need no more food. And what we really need now is 2 experience points and 1 armor is what we really need. 2 experience points and 1 armor. Now, that's not where I wanted the hermit to show up, right? If we come down here and fight the dire wolf, it is armor piercing, but it only has 8 hit points. It also has +1 food. It is also armor piercing, though. Did I say that already? But it only has 8 hit points. I feel like we could probably get away with killing something with 8 hit points in 1 round if we had to, right? The 1 food is not super beneficial for us, right? Because we're on floor 3, so it's a dire wolf. However, we might run into something like this again, where we could trade that for some more hit points, because we're probably going to need them unless I continue to avoid combat, and at some point I can't avoid combat, right? We have 2 bosses coming up still, so I don't know if this is worth it, or perhaps we risk it, right? 1, 2, 3. We need 3 food. We have the 3 food. We can come here. Man, I don't know about this at all. We can go right here. Yeah, I don't know if I like this or not. And if we give up a food, we seem to be doing okay on food and gain 3 hit points for the now. That'll put us at 13. I'm not sure I like it, but we're going to do it. Oh boy, this guy has 12 hit points. See, if it was a floor without a boss, I'd take the risk. I think we're better off going over here to the treasure, which is going to gain us 1 gold, right? Because we haven't fought an enemy or conquered a trap here. But there's the potential we can gain another potion. We got a success on a deuce. Is a what? 2 gold. Okay. So that puts us to 3 gold. That's okay. That could have been much worse. It could have been a little better, but it could have been much worse. And then this silly trap once again. We need a... Oh gosh, a success on a 3 or a 4 would be wonderful here. Oh, a 6. Not as good as I wanted, but that's okay. Still a success. We could still use a perception potion. We can still sell it possibly, or use it to guarantee a success on something. I forget. That is an option as well, right? Perception. Automatically succeed a skill check. Succeed a skill check. Just roll the dungeon die and consult the success result and or cure blindness. Okay, King's Protector. This is what we look like here, right? This guy is a jerk. This guy. All right, so this guy's going to be on floor 3 with 20 hit points. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bash him right away. Bam, right? Bam. King's Protector goes down. What did I say? 20 hit points? Okay, so I have 3, 6, so he's at 14 hit points. We did 6 points of damage, just hitting him in the face with a shield. He ignores armor anyway, so I can get rid of that. And we can hit him with... yeah, this guy's just straight up damage. We can hit him with a fire potion if need be. Somehow we need to do a ton of damage. That is not how we do a ton of damage. The only good news is that he's going to miss me. So I'm just going to let that fly. I'm going to do 2 damage, bringing him down to 12. And we're going to go to the next round of combat. That is also terrible. What? However, he misses again, so we're just going to do 4, bringing him down to 8. You know what? You can whiff on me. Okay, here comes his sick. Oh, it doesn't matter for him anyway. He wrecks me no matter what. Oh my goodness, my rolls are terrible. So that's going to do 4 damage, bringing him from 8 to 4. I don't want to get hit by this guy because I'm going to take too much damage, so I'm going to burn my fire potion to do 7 points of damage. Let's take a Molotov, right? Bam. And not give him the opportunity to hit me. That was the only way to succeed that fight without losing, 6 hit points a pop. So we're going to gain 4 experience. So we go from 16 to 20. It's going to gain us another die. Again, we get 2 gold. So we're up to 5 on the rewards chart. I love it. Rewards are good. And we're going to see what we have here. A 6. Is that good? It's an armor. Boom. Okay. So see, I have like a shopping list. So we're going to use our 1 food. We're going to flip our guy and go down to the sunken keep. Oh, I love it. We already know who the boss is, but I don't want to flip it over lest I get confused on what area I'm on, because I've never made a mistake. Okay, so let's see here. We have... Yes, I like it. Okay, the problem now that we have is we need 1 more food. Yeah, 1 more food or we're going to lose unnecessary amounts of hit points. And we can't have that because this guy really isn't a hard hitter. And our second problem is that we have no offensive potions now. So our goal now is potions and 1 food, right? So offensive potions and 1 food. That's the way to do this game, I think, is kind of make yourself the shopping list as you go, right? So offensive potions and 1 food. So this is what we need is a shop, right? We need to be able to the merchant, right? Okay, so we've got a success on a 6 is 4 gold. Heck yeah, buddy. Look at that. Okay, so we're up to 9 gold, which is wondrous if I could ever find somebody to sell me anything. Oh, hello, Mr. Hunter. Speak of the devil. Okay, so I think that's great. Now, what did I say that we needed? We needed food. We can buy some hit points. So here's the deal with the potions, right? I can spend, well, you only have 9 gold. There's no way you're convincing me to get rid of my 4 armor, even 1 piece of my armor. I do have a perception potion I can sell for 2 gold, which is not a horrible idea because we could essentially buy one, for 5 gold and get something better, get some sort of offensive potion. We need a fire and a poison, I think, right? We also need 1 food, but I'm not willing to pay 4 gold for it. If we spend 3 gold, we can gain 4 hearts. So let's do that. Let's go from 9 to 6 and gain 1, 2, 3 hit points. I'm sorry, 4 hit points. Even better, because if we spend 4 gold on a food to not lose 3, we could eat we just spent 3 gold to gain 4, which we would only gain 1. So that still works out, right? So we have 6 gold. Now I guess we could just straight buy a potion, yeah? I mean, so if we buy a potion for 5 gold, that brings us to 1. What potion do we take? Let's take a fire potion. And that leaves us 1 gold. Now, unfortunately, the only other thing we could do here is we could sell our perception potion for 2, which would give us 3 gold, and then we could then buy maximum hit points. I don't think that's the thing. I don't think that's the move. I think the play is to just stay where we're at and see what happens. We have 2 more areas to go through anyway, but I think we're in much better shape now. An armory. I mean, we have it. We have to try the armory, right? And if I didn't show the armory before, this is an item. It's one of the only 2 items in the base game here. If we can succeed, we get to take it, and it's free feats. We need free rerolls. I can't believe I failed so miserably again on getting this stupid thing. Okay, so our last card here is the corridor. Let's just get a little pass on this and get out of this terrible place. We've got a pass on a what? On a 4? A pass on a 4 is a +1 food. Exactly what I wanted. Look at that. I love it. It could also be fall down a floor, which we can't do anyway. No, it's still food. So it's still no matter what, +1 food, which is great because that's exactly what we needed. So now our only concern is maybe some more hit points, and maybe changing the protection to a poison or a frost would be good too, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's -1 food. Flip it over. Move down to area 9. We're getting there. I love how fast this plays too. It does feel like you're just running through a dungeon, and I think I've come to learn something that... well, I don't know. If you're in a mood for something without story, this works out pretty well. It has just enough of the little trappings, to kind of keep you interested. Little bits of, at every corridor I ran into a trap or whatever. Because your dungeon is wildly different for 20 cards every time. It's crazy. So it does just enough to keep me entertained. All right, so we need 3 more hit points and ideally a better potion. Okay, so 3 more hit points and ideally a better potion. Let's see what we can do here. All right. I'm having way too much fun with such a simple little game, and it's super cheap too. Inexpensive. Trap. All right. Oh, so this is an interesting one because we could get royally screwed here in the thick web, or we could do okay and wind up with +2 experience. We have a pass on a 3. Thank goodness. So it's +2 food. Okay, so we go from 1 to 3 food. Pass on a 3. Okay. All right. I accept your offering. That's actually really good, although I would not have argued over taking the poison. Ooh. Here's a situation where I wouldn't mind the rat. Let's come down to the shrine. Do we just risk it? We pay the 1 gold to be it's a guaranteed +1. Oh, this is black die only. It's a guaranteed +1, no ifs, ands, or buts. We got a 4, which is Terrible Spirit. So that's +2 hit points, and then we bless, but we're not cursed or anything, so we're fine. I think that's the absolute first time in any game out of like 7 or 8 games that I haven't wound up with a 6 on there. I either roll a 6 or I pay and roll a 5. It's wild. I'm sure it has happened differently, and I just don't remember. Ooh, of all the times to have the Hermit down here when it's like mostly useless, we could still come down here and pay the food to gain 1 hit point. It sounds dumb. It sounds dumb. This guy's just not worth it at this point, right? And this is where you have to start making that call, right? Like, what good is extra experience going to do me at this point, right? I'm already 2 over max level, right? Level 3 is max. So I don't think there's a reason for me to try to, risk getting myself cursed. Even though we can cleanse it right away, I'm just going to lose hit points. That guy does 8 damage. So we're going to take 4 damage anyway, assuming he doesn't roll a 6. Heck to the no, right? If we just come down here, we could swap some things around, but I don't like a single one of these rooms. Or, going into the final room, we pay a food to gain 3 hit points just to max out, right? Who cares? We don't need the food. We need 1 more food, and we have 2. Ah, crud. And here's where I would love to have the crow again to get rid of this monster, because all of a sudden this guy's a beast, right? So we have a 15 hit point monster in front of us. The King's Guard. Oh my gosh, we just killed the Protector. Oh, and he can poison us. Okay, the only good news that we have going for us, it's not the boss floor, right? So we can go ahead and stun this guy. Wham! For 8 points of damage right off the bat. Going to drop to 7 hit points. All right, yeah. And then, God, it does 8 damage and poisons. So somehow we have to. We can't, I mean, we don't have a holy potion, so we can't cure ourselves. So we have to do 7 points of damage. And we're going to do 11 points of damage, so it's good enough. There she is. 8, 9, 10, 11. Wham! Okay, I like it. What did we gain here? 3 experience. 1, 2, 3. So we're at maximum experience. I tweeted out a picture, I think, of when I won as either this guy. And I think it was very similar. Like, I did pretty well. So we're doing that. We're flipping this. We're going to the last floor. Here we are. It's almost over. And we're in about as good a shape as we can be in. I think the only thing I would like is maybe a holy potion, right? Maybe some kind of way, any kind of potion other than perception, perhaps. Oh, I'm dumb. I should have used the perception potion on the armory. That would have been a good idea. I don't know why I'm afraid of going blind in here. That doesn't happen too often. Oh, dang. I should have done that. All right, so we need the magic shuffle here to put the armory back on top for us somewhere. Okay, Ogg's remains are up. We are going up against the final boss here in just a moment. There's that trap again. Okay, so unfortunately, here we are with the trap. The only thing I don't want is to fail on a 3 or a 4. I failed on a 6. Oh, and we're blind. Great. So we lost a food. So we're at 0 food. And we're blind. So if I use my perception potion, we are no longer blind. And that's just to give us the best odds of succeeding around here, okay? So here we go, right? All right. What have we got here? We've got a monster. Oh, this guy again. Yeah, I'm not too terribly afraid. Although we can't bash the guy this time, right? No. Let's go to the trap. Let's just see what happens. Poison spikes, all kinds of bad news. Oh my god, and we failed on a 4. Is we're going to lose 4 hit points? There's nothing I can do about it. I don't want to lose the rerolls until the boss, I think. So yeah, I think we're just gonna eat it. There's the crow. There's the merchant. We have 0 gold. Well, and we don't have any food for the crow now, so he can't do anything for us. So I guess we just go here just because it lets us do 2 things, right? So we can kind of choose where to go. And if we go here, we can swap any 2 in the tunnel. It doesn't matter because we're past it, because now we're on to Ogg's Remains. Yeah, that was a terrible last round. Terrible bottom floor, bottom area. Wow, okay. So here we are. We are at 25 hit points. Dang, we only have 1 potion too. 25 hit points. If we go ahead and smash him in the face. Honest to God, I can't remember if I rolled for this. Okay, after fighting this guy, I really can't remember. Okay, so, I mean, if so, we were 2 gold, which wasn't going to buy me anything anyway. Okay, so 25 hit points. Let's go ahead and bash him for 8. We're going to bring him down to 17, right? So we're going to bash for 8, or stun, I'm sorry. I'm going to do that every time. He's down to 17. Let's see what we can do here. We still have a fire potion. I need to somehow do 10 points of damage. That is not the way to do 10 points of damage. He's going to hit me hard, too. Okay, so let's put this on here so I don't forget. Okay, so let's see here. That's only 7 damage. That's going to take him to 10. We need to do 3 more damage somehow. So if I give up 1 experience point to reroll this X, that's 12 damage, taking him from 17 to 5. Do I just eat the 4 damage, but then I'm cursed? No. So we're going to blow our fire potion, boom, to do 7 damage just to get round 1 out of the way, okay? Because I don't like it. Now, round 2, I have no potions. He resets to 20. I have no shield bash, but a new combat begins. So if he was poisoned, that all goes away. I have nothing. This time it's just us slogging it out. I've got to find a way to do 20 points of damage. That is not the way to... Oh, he's going to miss, though. So I'm going to do just 9 points of damage right out of the gate, right? So let's do this. Let's, this sounds crazy, but what if I blow 1 experience point to re-roll this, just to do the most damage I possibly can when I know it can't hurt me? What do I get? A 2, right? So we've done 11, 9, 10, 11 damage. So we're going to bring him down to 9, right? That's just going to up my odds for next round because we have nothing. Now, the good news is we can totally sustain a hit from this guy, so I'm not too worried. Bingo. There's 13 points of damage. I don't need to re-roll the 6, and he misses anyway. Unbelievable. Another crushing defeat. Okay. All right. You know... Yeah, I don't know. I honest to God, I can't remember if I rolled on the rewards after fighting the King's Protector or not. Perhaps I didn't. I'm sure it'll be, you know, there's video proof of whether I did that or not. But I mean, there's a possibility that we had more gold here than I thought, too. But yeah, there we did it again. Ogg's Remains with the Crusader. I know it's doable. We somehow pulled it off now. Now, all that's left, and in my eyes, the Priestess is the hardest one. Because if you look at her ability, her combat ability, she loses hit points. So there's that. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. This has been Mini Rogue with the Crusader taking on Ogg's Remains. And remember, games are made for everyone's recreation. We'll see you next time.